Yeah, I'm definitely going to save this as a clip and then reformat it and get the sound taken out. For sure. Yeah, this is a pretty sunrise. I could probably put this on YouTube with some music behind it and just monetize it. Somebody should teach that bot how to write those messages better. Because nobody wants cheap viewers. Who would buy cheap viewers? I mean, that just sounds like I'm just looking back at the chat, and I'm reading it now. The sun's gone behind the clouds, and now I can read the chat in front of me and don't have to look over towards the table. But cheap viewers on Steam Boo. Now, there's got to be a better way to say that. Inexpensive audience. How about that? Those are the words that I would use. Buy an inexperienced audience. You know, they're not cheap. You know, they're just a guy in a warehouse with a lot of phones connected to a typewriter, all saying the same thing in, you know. Do you know how many ats are not real? There's so many accounts that are not even really real. They're real, but they're all run by one computer. And they can just as easily be run by AI. You don't even have to have humans doing that shit. The AI sets the tone for the chat. Because it's not going to a guy with a clipboard in front of a screen. It's going to a processor and an AI, you know, with a prompt that says, reply to all email and text messages in 15 words or less. You know, your thoughts as a angry, aggressive Japanese man on Mount, you know, Fuji. And it does that, and you just rebroadcast that over the fake accounts that you have. It just gets repeated and regurgitated. If we're going to be so easily manipulated by social media, come on. How much of the internet do you believe? 0 to 100%. I have written that on so many posts now, I can't believe it hasn't gone viral. Literally. How much of the internet do you believe? 0 to 100%. And you've got to think about that question a little bit. How much of everything, you know, well, I know medic's real. Okay. I am and have been and but is everybody on the internet real? What you think of what happened to Charlie? I do believe you lost a future president. It's so sad. It's very sad. I've been very hurt. I've been affected like a lot of Americans have been affected. A lot of people that didn't know, didn't realize they understood what Charlie Kirk was saying, and they murdered him for it. because more people and more people were listening to the truth. About where we were and what we've become and what we've taken out of the picture. That's all he was talking about. You have to have morality of some kind, and it might as well be, faith morality. So, it's 31 years old. Look, yesterday would have been Charlie Kirk all day. Saturday, Friday, my wife and I talked about it. Saturday, my wife and I talked about it. What do you mean? Oh, you want to go play some hockey? Well, I'm that limber. I could go play hockey right now.
They dropped their phone somewhere beside the passenger seat of her car Sunday.
Oh, yeah?
And she's called it so many times we need to run it down.
Okay.
I can't find it, and I really don't want to play nobody take that seat out.
I'll find it for you. Is it in the gray one outside here?
Yeah, I just backed it out so I'd be out in the light.
All right.
Look for it again.
All right.
I heard it twice before the battery run down.
Is it in between the console or the door?
It's somewhere under the seat. It sounded like it was on top of the seat, but it's not. I've looked everywhere.
All right.
I may take it up, drop it off at Charlie's house, let him take the seat out, see if he can find it. Probably better off just go buy another damn phone.
I'll look around. Yep, I believe you're absolutely right. Just thank him for everything you have every day. Before you start asking for everything, make sure you thank him for everything. Because it just takes the blink of an eye and you're back in his presence. We are but a vessel. We are but a container. Vessel is said so many times in the Bible, it's not even funny. Vessel and container. Literally synonymous. Oh, new books of this have shown up, and what do they say? Everything. We are containers. No, we're vessels. We are vessels to be poured into. And when you add that special sauce called the Holy Spirit, you get an amazing human being that can be an amazing influence on a lot of other people. So a true infusion of the Holy Spirit is what this man had, and they murdered him for it. like so many before him. Ah, I mean, they've named books of the Bible about them. None of them. So many tragic endings. So many assassinations. So many crucifixions. The list goes on. A true infusion of the Holy Spirit. Because we are but vessels. And the vessel holds you, but it can also hold a little bit more. And that little tiny, even if it's a drop of it, will infuse the entire vessel contents. It doesn't take a lot of Holy Spirit. You just got to let enough in, and it'll change everything. Because we but are vessels. We are containers. The same vessel can get old and dark and moldy and rancid, diseased. It can get that way if it just sits and sits and sits, and it's the same barrel of it's the same water, it's the same product in the same vessels over and over and over. Just a drop. Just a drop in my vessel. That's all I need. Come clean my water, Holy Spirit, indeed. I'm just a vessel. And it doesn't take but a drop of the Holy Spirit to clean me. You can find Jesus, but you find Jesus in the Holy Spirit and you let him infuse your vessel with his love and his grace. Whoo! You are powerful water then. Alright, the sun's up, y'all. We'll go back to the trash cans.